Hey Collective, how are you all today? I hope everyone's wonderful and having a great day. Thank you guys for being here, for spending time with me, little sweet Evie Pooh. We love you guys. Alright, let's tap in and let's get you guys a message. Alright, let's see what's going on. What do we need from this stack, Spirit? What's the collective need for right now? We have Gemini and Taurus energy. Okay. Information to explain, resources to maintain, communications about, the practicality of, resulting from the fluctuations of, resulting from the productivity of, what you want to be known, your beliefs, what is believed about, the costs of, use the quickest way, and use the most direct way. Okay. Let's see what these are about. Let's pull from the Kipper. Clarify information to explain, Spirit. Got a community that just came out in reverse. So a corrupt karmic community here. Communications about what's going on in their thoughts, resulting from the fluctuations of imprisonment. Okay. What you want to be known. Got a message of concern. So they're worried about the community. What is believed about something that's changing? Someone's all up in their thoughts. They want something to change with something that's happened in the community. Use the quickest way and trying to figure out how to be a thief. Thieves going to prison. They're trapped in their thoughts. Communicating about something that's a judgment in court. Someone's being seen in the court's eyes as a thief and they're going to jail or prison. Clarify resources to maintain. Wait. Before I move forward from Gemini here, we just got a mature man. The Gemini is ruled by the mature man's going to prison. The third house and Mercury, it's all about communication. It has to do with your immediate environment, Gemini, with the third house. It involves siblings, neighbors, short trips, phone calls, letters, gossip, writing, email, communications, transportation, your car, and your education before college. Taurus rules the second house in Venus. It has to do with your stuff. It involves values, money, self-esteem, possessions, investments, bank accounts, and financial expectations. So someone could have even stolen something from someone's bank account, stealing money, their possessions. Someone had financial expectations. Resources to maintain. And we've got a mature man here. Okay. The practicality of. A gift. Or concerned. Resulting from the productivity of. Great fortune. So a lot of money here was stolen. Your beliefs. A house in reverse. This mature man could be losing a property. The cost of taking a gift, the cost of a message about a gift. Use the most direct way. I've got a main male here who's in bad health, and they received unexpected income. It was a great fortune. They were gifted a lot of money. Someone could have been paid to do a job here. Could have even been paid to get into a relationship with someone. To travel, got paid to travel towards someone. And got paid to put them in bad health and to be a thief. To put them in poverty so that they could have sudden wealth. The distant horizon, something's getting ready to change with this main male. They received a message of concern from a privileged lady. Expecting something, could have been expecting a marriage in the courts, could have been trying so that they could steal a great fortune from this person, from a main female that they were paid to get in a courtship with. This woman could be a mature woman. The distant horizons, there's a lot of secrets coming out about something that was going on behind the scenes. Wow. Okay. Okay. Tell me about this information that needs to be explained to a karmic community here. Tell me about this community in reverse. They're terrified. Terrified. I don't want this community to know. Extremely afraid to the point that you either freeze, fight, or run away from something or someone. They're full of fear. Someone could be trying to run from their community because they don't want to have to explain themselves and what they've done. Are you feeling extremely scared or afraid of something specific? Do you feel like you're in danger or that something bad is going to happen to you? Do you feel like you can't move or take action because of the intense fear you are experiencing? Someone is absolutely terrified of what's getting ready to go down in their community. Communications about their thoughts and how vengeful they were. Feeling vindictive or wanting revenge. Someone has contempt for someone. They've been communicating their thoughts about this. It's going to land their ass in prison. Are you frequently fantasizing about ways to seek revenge or cause harm to someone who has wronged you? So someone's been all up in their thoughts, strategizing and communicating with someone about how bad they want to hurt someone. Do you find yourself often harboring intense feelings of anger, resentment, or bitterness towards a specific person or group? Are you experiencing a strong desire for retaliation, believing it would bring you a sense of justice or satisfaction? This person's talking about how bad they want to hurt somebody. Now they're fucking scared. Come on now. Resulting from the fluctuations of imprisonment, blaming someone besides themselves, feeling like it's not your fault, instead accusing or assigning culpability to someone or something else. Someone doesn't want to take accountability for their actions and they're pissed because they're being seen as a thief, and some kind of really bad plot that they've been talking about with a whole karmic group of community of people here. Are you frequently finding fault or assigning responsibility to others for negative outcomes or situations? Do you find yourself often criticizing or condemning others for their actions, choices, or behavior? Are you feeling a strong need to attribute blame rather than seeking solutions or understanding? So this person's blaming everyone but themselves for their crazy behavior here. Yeah, they're all anxious in their thoughts. They're full of anxiety. Okay. They're full of fear. Feeling uneasy or nervous in general, or afraid or concerned about an upcoming event. Because they've got to go to court. They're being seen as a thief. They may know they're getting ready to go to prison. Or jail. Are you feeling nervous or worried about something specific, or do you feel uneasy without knowing why? Do you feel like your heart is beating faster or have sweaty palms even when not doing anything physically demanding? Are you more irritable or easily frustrated than usual? This person is full of fear. They're full of anxiety. They're popping off. They're raging out. They're all up in their thoughts, and they're communicating about crazy vindictive feelings that they've got, wanting revenge, because they're trying to shift the blame for what they've done, because they're mad that they've gotten caught with something here, trying to blame it on someone else. Yeah, they were careless. They were very careless. What you want to be known, a message of concern about what they want to be known. How careless they were. You don't feel concerned or worried about making mistakes or harming someone or something. Do you feel like you're not paying attention to details or taking things seriously? Do you feel like you're not concerned with the consequences of your choices or behaviors? Yeah, they did something impulsive and they didn't care about the consequences. It's like they think they're above the law and they're never going to get caught. Well, now it looks like they've gotten caught. So now they're trying to shift the blame and they're freaking out. Do you feel like you're not following rules or guidelines that are meant to keep you safe and protect others? So they've been very careless. Now they're terrified. Now they're terrified. They're in fight or flight. What is believed about something that's getting ready to change? They're stressed out about this. They're stressed. All this vengeance that they've had, all these thoughts about, now they're stressed. They're full of fear. Feeling a sense of emotional pressure, on the verge of being overwhelmed. Someone's getting ready to pop off, or they already have. They've done something really stupid. It looks like they're getting ready to do something else really stupid. Do you feel like you have too much to do and not enough time to do it? Are you feeling overwhelmed or like you can't handle the pressures of daily life? Do you feel like you're constantly thinking about things that you need to do or problems that you're facing? This person's mind is going a million miles a second and all they can think about is revenge. They're very vindictive. What is believed about? It's what they believe. They're stressed. They want people to change their thoughts about how they're seeing them, about wanting revenge and being vindictive. Clarify this thief, blaming someone else and they're the thief because they don't want to go to prison. Could be trying to say that someone else did something whenever they didn't do it. Use the quickest way. With impact, how do my actions and behaviors affect those feelings around me? They're blaming someone else, and the impact is themselves. They themselves are the thief. How honestly do I face and address the truths about myself and my performance? They're in denial. They're like, this person is Delulu. They feel like it's not their fault, and instead they're accusing someone else or something. They're disappointed about a judgment in court here with adjudication. They're very anxious and they're full of fear. They're sad. A bad feeling you have when your expectations or hopes have not been met. Are you feeling let down about something that you were hoping would happen? They thought they were going to get away with this. Do you feel like you had expectations about something that weren't met and now you're feeling sad about it? Are you feeling like you're not in the mood to do things that you normally enjoy because you've been let down? Maybe someone promised them that they would get away with something and now they're all anxious and sad and disappointed because it didn't work out how they thought it was going to. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Resources to maintain. This mature man here, they're horrified, They're disgusted. When your dislike of something is so intense that it scares you. Have you reacted strongly, like screaming, crying, or freezing in response to a situation recently? Are you experiencing any physical signs of distress, such as a racing heart, trembling, or nausea? Are you having intrusive thoughts or flashbacks about something terrifying or disturbing? Yeah, they're all up in their thoughts, okay? They're horrified. They're disgusted. Wow. It's really intense. The practicality of this gift here. Tell me about this. Clarify the practicality of receiving this gift. Coercive. So someone was coerced. You feel the need to manipulate people into doing what you want them to do when it isn't in their best interest. So someone got involved here and they promised someone this gift and they're a thief, and they could be, this person could have even taken the fall for something here. They're blaming someone else for getting them in this situation. Do you feel a sense of satisfaction or gratification when you are able to exert control or manipulate others to get what you want? Someone was hired to come in and help someone steal something here. Have you received feedback from others suggesting that you engage in coercive behaviors or tactics? Are you experiencing a strong desire for control or power over others, even if it means disregarding their autonomy or consent? Evil motherfucker here. Well, they were coerced into doing something here, and now they're just full of disgust. They're horrified. Clarify resulting from the productivity of, with this great fortune here. So someone got paid a lot of money here. They got a gift of a great fortune from a mature man here. We've got sweetness, but it came out in reverse. So this person's not sweet, or they could have been really sweet towards this person to start with, and now it's not how it's ended up. You feel like you have a pleasant, or maybe they were paid to go towards someone and act all sweet, because we do have like someone got paid to get into a courtship, to journey towards someone, and they got paid to put someone in bad health and poverty and be a thief so that they could obtain sudden wealth. This main male here, who received this gift of this great fortune from a mature man, because this main male received unexpected income. Could have even been with a house in reverse, could have even gotten a message about, it could be a fraudulent loan on a house, could have been promised money to get a house or something here, housing. They're not getting it. Do you feel a warm and affectionate sensation when thinking about someone or something? Do you find yourself smiling or experiencing a sense of joy when interacting with someone you care about? Do you feel a sense of tenderness and gentleness towards others, desiring to treat them with kindness and care? And this hitman here, sweetness and love, they could have, sounds like the hitman fell in love. Wow. Okay. Clarify this bad health here. Thought it was going to be wonderful if someone was in bad health. Feeling pleasantly surprised and a sense of profound happiness. Being overjoyed. Are you feeling a deep sense of awe about something happening in your life or the world around you? Do you have a heightened appreciation for the beauty and positive aspects of your life? Are you experiencing a profound sense of happiness and contentment that is difficult to put into words? They were going to be really happy if someone was put in bad health, or this mature man could be in bad health, and it would have made them really happy if they could have pulled this off. But this house in reverse, your beliefs about a house in reverse, someone's hurt and they're sad about a house that they're not able to keep, or that they're losing, or that they didn't get. Feeling sad, disappointed, or upset about something someone did or said to you. Are you feeling emotional pain, like something is hurting you? Are you feeling like you're not able to let go of the pain or discomfort that you're feeling? Are you feeling like you need some time to heal or recover from the hurt you're experiencing? Someone could literally be hurt. Someone could be with bad health and they could be laid up in the bed. They're unhappy about a message. The cost of this message made someone unhappy regarding this gift here. They have to be practical about this. When you don't feel very satisfied about something, are you feeling like you're not sure how to improve your mood or feel better? So they coerced someone and manipulated people to do things for them, even though it wasn't in their best interest to get involved with this person. Do you feel like you're not in the mood to do things that you normally enjoy because you're down? This person's depressed. Are you feeling sad or down, like things aren't going well for you? So they're unhappy that whoever they tried to get to do this, they're nauseated. Use the direct way, or use the most direct way, a main male. Go in and be sweet, like so sweet it's disgusting, and make it, yeah, so sweet it's disgusting, like it's nauseating that this main male would have to come towards someone and be sweet so that they could get this great fortune. And great fortune, main male, and house is literally in the row. So they may have had to do a job in order to receive this unexpected income, had to come in and fuck somebody up here in order to get a house. You dislike something or someone so much that you might feel sick. Are you feeling like you're going to throw up or vomit? Do you keep regurgitating the same thought over and over again because it's so gross and this person's trapped in their thoughts over here? The communications about their thoughts, it's like imprisoned their mind. Are you feeling like you can't focus on anything because something or someone is making you feel so sick? Maybe they're sick of this person that they're having to deal with here that paid them to do this job. Clarify this unexpected income. And they think it's wonderful to put someone in bad health, or someone that's in bad health thought it was a wonderful idea and they paid someone to do this. Clarify this unexpected income, Spirit. They're suspicious about unexpected income. They're full of fear. Feeling not able to trust a person or believe that they are guilty of wrongdoing, but you don't have proof. That could be what's going on here. There could have been some kind of a paid agreement here with a paid hitman. And whoever this person is over here that's getting in trouble, they're trying to blame someone else over here. But they may not fully have proof of something because this person was all sweet and now they feel sick because they fell for this. They were manipulated. Do you feel like someone might be hiding something from you? Are you questioning the truthfulness of what someone is telling you? Are you keeping a close watch on someone or something even though you don't have a good reason to do so? Someone's suspicious. They're feeling paranoid. They're very engaged. You feel like you want to pay close attention to someone or something. Do you feel fully present and invested in your current activities or conversations? Yeah, somebody's definitely talking up a storm over here. Are you experiencing a sense of connection and interest in what you're doing or experiencing? Are you experiencing a sense of flow where time seems to pass quickly and effortlessly? Someone's very engaged in something that they thought was funny. They were all happy and enthusiastic to get this going. And this person was very pleased to hear this so that they could be triumphant. They were pleased. Wow. They were pleased to come in and hurt someone who's perky and to make them helpless. Wow. Okay. Courtship and privileged lady, occupation, adjudication. So someone that works in the courts here. They know about this plot. A privileged lady told someone to get into a relationship with someone here. They were expecting this person to journey towards this person because they got paid with an occupation and marriage. They got paid to, this could even be like some kind of a fraudulent marriage here, okay? They got paid to marry someone. Someone could be receiving a gift of a great fortune, and they could be sending in like a hitman to take this person out, so that way this great fortune can go back to this mature man, so that way they don't lose it once it's transferred over. And they're wanting to send someone in as an occupation to be a thief, and then the bad health with the great fortune and the bad health with the mature man and gift are all up here together. They want this main female in poverty. So these are masculines that are coming after a feminine here. And then the thief and the courtship to come in, be in a relationship with this main female who's a mature woman that's going to get sudden wealth. And then this main male gets a house, and everything's going to change about these family secrets. They'll be able to keep the secrets hidden in the distant horizons. They've got a message of concern about this family room secrets coming out, because someone's going into poverty over here. Someone that was held in high honor. They were held in high honor in the courts, and now they're being seen as a false person, and they're going into poverty. So there's like a transfer of wealth here. And someone is sent in to do a job, to marry someone, to take them out, steal from them so that they can have this great fortune. And then they would get paid unexpected income here. This main male would be getting paid so that it would change their life to do this. Go and act all sweet. This is a handler here. Sending in a handler. This is a handler. Period. Wow. To come in to your immediate environment to take your stuff. Gemini and Taurus are what came out. Gemini is your immediate environment, and Taurus is your stuff. So to come in, they were told to come in when this happens, to come in to your immediate environment. Siblings could be involved. There's a lot of phone calls and communications going on. The communications about their thoughts is going to land their ass in prison. They know about this plot and this setup, all about these bank accounts, their possessions, and there are a lot of financial expectations regarding this money. Could have done something to your car to affect your transportation. Could have hacked someone's phones, email. Getting letters sent to your immediate environment. Could be affecting someone's mail. They're gossiping and slandering. They're gossiping about this. Gossiping about this plot. Wow. This is crazy. What do I want? Drawn here. No. Let's go here. A natural disaster with this money. Information to explain to a community of people about a natural disaster that they created regarding money. This message of concern about this money. What you want to be known about this money. The communication about something that could have happened at a party. Someone could have gotten fucked up at a party and started talking all kinds of shit. What is believed about this, what is changing with a couple. And of course the vacuuming starts. Resulting from the fluctuations of going to prison. Clarify imprisonment. trying to keep themselves out of prison. Spouse and partner here, this couple. Yeah, was their accomplice and their partner in crime to be this thief. Use the quickest way with this accomplice and partner in crime. We've got justice. The thoughts card is always my detective card, so this could definitely be an investigation here. Somebody's getting handcuffed. They're going to fucking prison. Resources to maintain this mature man here. This mature man needs money to maintain. They need this gift that they received of this great fortune to maintain their livelihood. Clarify this mature man. Death. From a death. Someone's house. Your beliefs that your house is under surveillance. The practicality of a gift that was supposed to receive. Having abuse and neglect here. The cost of a message regarding perversion. Wow. Resulting from the productivity of this great fortune. Now they're in a lot of debt. Because of this. Tell me about this main male. Use the most direct way. You trust your intuition. Use the most direct way to strangle someone. Wow. So there was a meeting regarding this unexpected income with this bad health here. Wow. A meeting on how to unalive someone. I can't make this up. Accident and water and fraud. Water signs could be significant. Could say put someone in the water, rear end someone, run them off the road, and oh my God. Fraud with a life insurance policy here. And a home. That's why this home's in reverse. This devil's going to prison. And whoever they sent in to try and date you, to have an affair with you, using mind control, they're having to clean up what they've done. They're trying to clean it up. Because you're going to remain alive. They're not going to be able to do this. These people are extremely jealous of you. Someone could live in a wooded area. Their neighborhood could be near the woods. And they could go on the run and end up missing. Got organized crime that's involved here with an assassination plot. This family's trying to do something while they're on the road with social media. Wow. Or someone could have like a celebrity status on social media, and they could be, family is trying to come towards someone and do something while they're on the road and create an accident. Someone in your family could have been in an accident, trying to come after their child. It's hidden that there are a serial unaliver here, and they've got a lot of burials under their belt. Wow. Wow. Wow, Spirit. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Pervert and burial. Queen of Cups and a Queen of Wands. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone's very aggressive and demanding. They're very jealous. They're full of deceit. They're moody. They're insecure. They have no honor. They're codependent. They neglected you. Tell me, clarify imprisonment with these thieves going to prison. We've got the Hierophant in reverse. This is definitely a corrupt organization here. They're foolish. Someone could be found in contempt. They're very unorthodox. They didn't want the courts to be seen with the Lovers in reverse. Oh my goodness. They're frustrated. They failed to meet the test. And the Lovers reverse can even be same-sex lovers here. Gemini energy. And then Taurus is the Hierophant. Gemini and Taurus are the cards that came out. They don't want people to see this. The relationship splits up. Having an argument with your partner. It isn't a good relationship. Being mismatched. Growing apart. Unfaithfulness. Cheating. Having an affair with a married or otherwise committed person. A sexually transmitted disease. Any communicable or transmittable contagious disease regarding of sexual activity. Nudity, problems with sexual organs, the breast, uterus, penile, and prostate, an aberration in sex, sex addiction, sexual abuse, RAPE, a sexual predator, a pedo, being intimate, a sex change, a transvestite, same-sex partners, and getting paid for it. That is the Lovers in reverse. This is a handler. And this is like crazy, nasty sex energy here. Let's read the Hierophant reverse. Actions that are irregular and go against tradition. They are gay. Feeling shut off from God or prayers that aren't answered, abandoning a previous belief system or religion, anti-religious, an atheist, dogmatic, fanatical, hypocrite, unethical or immoral, a foreign religion or social structure. A couple has social, cultural, racial, or other differences. A person of a different race, religion, or country. An illegal alien. Alien activity as in like actual aliens. Is the Hierophant in reverse. Someone is worried that this community of people is getting ready to find out of their same-sex relationships here. And someone has been paid to get into a relationship, to a marriage with someone here, okay, to try and hide and cover this up. Someone's health could have been affected. They could have been getting paid. A male could have been getting paid money from a mature man, giving them gifts and a lot of money. Could be gay for pay here. They could have been promised a house. They could have gotten so much money that they had enough money to get a down payment for a house. Or just going to this person's house is no longer an option because the house is in reverse. Maybe this person's in bad health now and their sugar daddy can't perform right now. Maybe this person's impotent. Maybe this person had a penile implant. Clarify adjudication. Payments in the courts. This thief is going to have to pay back something in the courts. Restitution, court costs, fines, bond. They may not even get bond. They're eager. They've been blocked. They're very greedy. They're unrealistic about what's going to happen in court. Getting ready to go into poverty with the Five of Pentacles. Someone has an illness. They're going to have to deal with hardship, a loss of money or their position. Taurus energy. Page of Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Something's getting ready to be announced in the courts that someone's going into poverty. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And that someone's going to be given what they're supposed to receive. Someone could be putting on the theatrics to distract the court. They're getting bad news. because a decision has been made in this judgment here. Taurus is 6 of Pentacles. Libra is 2 of Swords. They've been stalling this decision, trying to stall out this court proceeding. They made bad choices. They were not loyal, and they misrepresented themselves. Clarify this thief. And they're blaming others because of the impact that they're feeling. They're really stressed out, and now they want to take vengeance. They're terrified because of how careless they were, and they're full of anxiety. They're really disappointed because they didn't expect this to happen. Family thieves. 10 of Cups. Pisces energy. They want pity. They're arguing. They're disingenuous. There's no unity here. This is a broken home. And whoever they were fucking around with and collaborating with here, they thought they were going to celebrate. They thought they were going to be able to pull this off so that they could keep this money and not have to face this prison sentence here. Cancer energy. Supporting each other. They thought that they could have a resolution to this problem. There could be a bounty on someone's head. Paid hitman here. The Magician, that's what they were trying to manifest. They were being very manipulative. Creating illusions. Virgo and Gemini. They could have invested in a property here. Could have invested in someone to watch someone's property. Something is urgent. Someone's very restless and they're feeling aggressive. Spying and stalking. They were careless. They're very cunning. Someone was frivolous with this money. There's gossiping going on. Someone's incompetent and now they're very defensive. They were plotting and planning and scheming. They're having to remember and reflect on what they've done. There's an investigation here. Someone could be having to remember what was going on. Could be getting questioned by the authorities here, these thieves. They're disorganized. There's a lot of chaos. They're giving up. There's not going to be any rewards from this. And they've been very impatient waiting on rewards to come in. Wow. Clarify this mature man. Clarify mature man. The resources to maintain this mature man. Nothing's coming out. Clarify mature man. The mature man's the Emperor. So it's a father figure here. They're like a tyrant. They're very controlling. They're overbearing. They're a weak leader. With the Empress on the split. So these are parental figures here. With the 6 of Cups from your childhood. Could be this person's child. This has been going on since your childhood. Aries, Taurus and Libra and Scorpio. Trying to sacrifice. They want to maintain their resources. So they're trying to sacrifice. The 7 of Swords and the Hanged Man. They're in trouble now. These criminals are in trouble of stalling out and trying to hold up something in court here. They were waiting and stalling out this court situation so that they could sacrifice someone here. They're frustrated because they can't take action. These people are so dishonest. They've been very strategic in this betrayal. Hangman is Pisces. Aquarius is the 7 of Swords. The 5 of Swords is Aquarius. Yeah, they were wanting to put someone in their final resting place. They're in trouble. They created a lot of conflict. They're very argumentative and aggressive. They're full of anxiety. This Hermit, here's this I've been tapping into this Hermit is trusting their intuition. They have powerful intuition. They trust their gut. Whenever they feel something in their gut, this Hermit investigates. There's secrets. A secret advisor regarding a vehicle. Cancer, Taurus, Virgo. They were hasty and rash. This Hermit doesn't trust these people. Someone could be isolated and withdrawn. They're in darkness. These secrets are coming out. This Hermit knows these secrets. The secrets are becoming aware, and the hidden motives with all of the confusion that was going on. This Hermit thinks these people are ignorant, trying to do something to someone's car. Someone could have been in a car wreck. They're trying to have positive movement forward. They've been unsuccessful. They've been defeated. They lost at the last minute. And they're confused. They didn't see this coming. Now they're facing prison time. And this Hermit with the Chariot, that's law enforcement coming to pick someone up. They're having to walk away from this plan because karma's here. The Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups energy, it's a father figure, and a whole collaboration of people with the Three of Pentacles that they've been working with. They're heartbroken because they were trying to break someone's heart here. That was the goal with the Two of Wands. To travel towards someone's house with the Knight of Wands and the Four of Wands. Travel towards someone so that they could marry them, so that they could have this property, this gift, this great fortune. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Four of Wands is Aries. Eight of Cups is Pisces. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. King of Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Three of Pentacles is Capricorn. Three of Swords is Libra. And the Two of Wands is Aries. There's justice here. Justice is going to be served. There's a lot of pain and suffering. A lot of heartbreak. Someone's goal was to marry someone, to travel towards them, to create an injury, or to create an injury while someone is traveling. That was their job. Father or husband here paid someone a job to come in as this handler and to inflict an injury on their child. Adult child. Okay. Someone's not stable, they're unstable. They're a failure. There's so much chaos. They're having a lot of bad luck. Returning again to the same situation of misfortune and failure, wanting you to get back into the karmic energy, to get back with someone. Could be a King of Cups energy that you've already walked away from. Could be someone that you worked with. This person broke your heart. This person could have just been very sexual towards you and using you for a place to stay. And you were in the Nine of Pentacles, single, sexy, and successful. They know that in Nine of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles energy here. You're single, you're sexy, you're successful. You have your own place. You can manage your money. And their goal was to come in with Death and the Ten of Swords to unalive you. And it was a secret. It was a secret. Come in the sweet, innocent Page of Cups energy. Be all sweet. Fuck with their mind. Put them in a state of fear. Be very deceptive. Create a lot of illusions. They don't understand how strong you are. And with the strength and the Ace of Wands, someone could try and overpower someone to RAPE someone and to trap them. Someone's going to ready to go to jail. Trying to trap an Earth Angel. They want to balance something out because they feel trapped. They're full of fear. They have uncontrolled thoughts. They're overthinking. They're scared about going to jail and being held in captivity. They're in the Nine of Swords. They're worried about imprisonment. Worrying changes nothing. Decide your next step. They didn't see this coming. They thought that they were going to be victorious and all admired because they got in an agreement with these people here to do this. They wanted this public recognition. They were doing this for clout. They thought they were going to be able to be successful and get this Ace of Pentacles here. There may be challenges ahead, but you can face them. Trying to gain the advantage. Becoming very defensive. Persevere so that you can be successful and get this money. But you have to manifest it. You're like crazy defensive against these people. You're an unshakable force. They got communication to come in to create all this conflict and strife. It was a business deal. It was a paid hit. They were prepared for this. Having a really bad backfire now. Now they're worried. They're worried. Got a King of Swords here who's King of Swords and the Devil. Ooh, this person's malicious as fuck. They're very harsh. They're ruthless. They're manipulative. They're severe. They're evil. They're obsessed. They're very materialistic and greedy. They're worried about this now. They've been in competition. These people are your rivals. They've got inner and outer conflict. Come towards the collective, acting like you really love them, being all sweet, so sweet it's nauseating. And I'll give you a loan now, I'll give you part now, and then I'll give you the rest when you do the job. Well, the truth is coming out in court. Something's being balanced out. The truth in the justice system. This hermit knows what the fuck's going on. Come towards a Queen of Swords energy with a love offer here. Being all romantic and sensitive and sweet. So sweet that it makes you want to fucking puke. Well, now we've got a King of Pentacles that's full of grief because they're in the Tower with the Ten of Wands. They're extremely fucking burdened. This plan isn't playing out. Creating all these illusions. They're under judgment. They're not going to be able to get away with this. It's not going to happen. Good grief. This is literally a handler plot here. Unfolded on my table. Someone here could be getting ready to receive a gift of great fortune in a court situation, and they've been trying to send someone towards you, and this could even be someone that you've already been with because it's going back to the past. And if it's not someone from the past because they think that you'd be onto that, they're going to try and send someone else in to act like they really fucking love you. You know, it's your family doing it. With the Lovers in reverse. And the Hierophant in reverse. Wow. I mean, I just shuffled that. A mother figure is communicating. Someone from your past. Trust your intuition, Earth Angel. So they want to put you back in poverty. It's about a property and a marriage here. The pervert. The fucking pervert. Okay. Sending someone in to commit to you. You're the most amazing person ever. I'm committed to making us a priority. I'm so passionate about you. I love satisfying all your desires, but oh, I'm just using you. Maybe I have some ulterior motives. Do you think I might be taking advantage of you? Cue the laughter in the background. Nobody makes me laugh the way you do. I've got a good head on my shoulders. You can count on me. I'm so responsible. I've got such a crush on you. I can't help but smile every time I think about you. Oh my gosh, you're so dreamy. We've got to hook up. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. No, you're not dreaming. Yes, I'm real. This person will come in and it'll be like too good to be true. It'll be so sweet that you're going to feel sick, like you're going to feel sick inside. This person's unstable. Keep healthy, firm boundaries. This person's going to really lay it on thick, love bombing and gaslighting. I'm going to push your boundaries and it's up to you if you let me. This person's unstable. I'll be honest, I'm kind of a mess. You're so hot. I think you're incredibly hot and I'm super attracted to you. Wow. This person's toxic as fuck. If our relationship is going to have such a negative impact on your mental health, maybe you're better off without me. And then they're just going to ghost you. Because that's what the family is telling them to do. Messaging the family. Message me whenever it's done. Don't be afraid to reach out. Family is important to me. How would you feel about us becoming a family? And then slow down with the chemistry and the communication. Love bomb, go in, and then hoover back around. And then get the chemistry going back up again. And then slow down and pull back. This person's a fucking player. I'll give you just enough attention to keep you around as a backup option. And then they're just going to bench you. Sending in all these mixed signals. And they've been experimenting on what you'll tolerate and what you won't. They're fucking with your boundaries. Queer, telling you. There's no spark when you're together. Because this person is actually gay. Arguments with losers. They're arguing with these fucking losers. And they're abusive. Catfishing you to make you vulnerable. They want to catch you off balance. Losing interest in a situationship. Wow. And then just put you in the friend zone. And say, sorry, I'm unavailable. We're incompatible. I just want to be friends. Wow. They want to hook up and then just put you in the friend zone. This person could have an STD and they're trying to hurt you. Be very careful if someone tries to come back around towards you, because they're going to be very pleased if you're hurt and if they can distract you. They're annoyed. They want to distract you. Wow, spirit. They want you isolated. They want to reject you so that you can self-inflict pain or harm on yourself. This person's two-faced. They're living a double life. They're a cheater. They're a backstabber. Then they come in acting all sweet and nurturing. Archangel Michael is here protecting you from this. Prevented from harm with divine intervention. Smell the roses. Slow down and take some you time. Get out in nature. Ground yourself. This person could like to party. Well, they're trapped. They're stuck. They have no more options. Now they're full of fear. They're worried. They're all in their emotions. Because their thoughts, they've been communicating about their thoughts to a corrupt community here. The information to explain to a whole fucking corrupt community here. Resulting from the fluctuations of going to prison. They're all in their thoughts. They're tormented in their mind. What you want to be known about a message of concern, what is believed about what is changing. Use the quickest way to be a thief with the court situation with adjudication here. Use the quickest way to be a thief, get in and get out, and then ghost them and separate. We've got fucking psychopaths here that are abusive, they're conniving, and they're unpredictable. They're antisocial. And they laugh. They have no remorse. They're stressed out. They're stressed out. An old ex here. Dead relationship. They're feeling hopeless. They're depressed. They could self-delete. They were hopeful to come back towards you and have this closeness and intimacy with you. But they're just all about the thrills, and they burn these bridges. You don't trust this person? Hell no. They have really bad addictions. It's a continuous cycle of bad decisions and addictions. And it's a continuous cycle of escaping and making excuses. You moved on from this person, you blocked them, there's nothing to say, stop fucking calling. They are lustful, they're greedy, they're inconsiderate, and they do whatever they want by any means necessary. They're full of anger, they're bitter, and they're petty. Dealing with psychopathic, narcissistic motherfuckers here. Mad because feminine energy is having a glow up. Because we've got masculines coming after a female that they want to, that main female with great fortune and thief and marriage. Occupation and marriage, occupation, thief, bad health, great fortune, poverty, main female, thief, courtship. They want, they're getting ready to have to suffer the consequences for the bad choices that they've made, for all the games that they've been playing, with these love affairs. Somebody is on the down low. They've got dirty little secrets. They've got a lot of different possibilities that's going on. Trying to come back around for a second chance. These fucking karmics. They're haters. You learned your lesson. You don't want anything to do with this shit. I could come back towards you. Oh, I miss you so much. I miss you so much. I want to balance this out. They're very deceptive. They're hiding and concealing. They just want to get established so that they can live off your great fortune here. And then create all kinds of chaos and hurt you so that they can have it for themselves. I'm disgusted. I gotta get out of this energy. You've dealt with this kind of crap and they're trying to do it again. Greed and selfishness for sure. And you found yourself. You've been trying to overcome all the rumors and gossip that these two-faced motherfuckers have been saying about you. You cut the cords and you detached from this energy. You were losing yourself, having to be trapped in all of these plots here. Social media influences and communication. They're talking shit online. Living a lie. Stalking and lurking. They have real regrets because now they're collapsing and they're having their ultimate downfall here because they're disloyal, they're unfaithful, and they have a fear of love. This is a psychopath here. You had a soul nightmares that you had these soul contracts with. They were fucking nightmares. I mean, a master manipulator with a hardened heart. They cannot be vulnerable. They're at their breaking point now. They're freaking out now. They're full of fear now. They're all disoriented. They're delusional. It's a waiting game. They're waiting on something. They're trying to keep something in limbo. They're mad because you love yourself and you're independent and you don't trust these people. You don't trust these lost souls. They're not going to be able to come in and rebound. You don't trust them. They're hoping that you'll change your heart towards them. It ain't happening. You ghosted and silenced all these train wrecks from your life. You don't want anything to do with these childish mind games that they're fucking playing. Now they're stuck in what they've done. They're all tied up. They're going to prison. They're mentally exhausted. They're heavily burdened. They stabbed so many people in the back. They stabbed you in the back. They're in denial of the truth. They don't want to face it. All they do is break promises everywhere they go. Having night terrors, nightmares. They can't sleep at night. They're trying to run away and avoid what's going on because it's so complex and complicated. They're full of guilt and shame. They're ashamed because they don't want this community to see what they've done. They're nostalgic. They're daydreaming and reminiscing about this betrayal that they caused because of their casual counterparts out fucking around, codependent with a lot of addictions here, wearing a false mask so that they could have greedily, by any means necessary, their selfish desires. They overthink constantly and they self-sabotage everything with these karmic ties. They're stuck in the karmic loop. They can't be tamed. They're non-committal. Okay. And they just are constantly fucking around with third parties. And now they're miserable because of what they've done. They're miserable and they're lonely. Lonely one just fell into my lap. Because they're fake, they're false, and they're phony, and you can see straight through them. And you suffered in silence as you healed yourself and did your shadow work. They're mindless with no direction. They're angry, they're raged out, and they're full of resentment. They're vengeful. They're stressed out. They have insomnia. They can't fucking sleep. They're an emotional and nervous wreck because they're getting ready to go to prison. They're sweating like crazy because these secrets and unsolved mysteries are coming out. They made a big mistake coming for you. Divine timing came in. They're empty inside. They're fucked. They're emotionally void and closed off. Wow. Wow. And they're annoyed with you. They're annoyed. Feeling troubled or irritated by something or someone unwanted or unliked. You find yourself easily agitated or bothered by minor inconveniences or disturbances. Are you experiencing an increased sensitivity or intolerance towards noises, actions, or habits of others? Are there specific triggers or behaviors in others that consistently provoke feelings of annoyance in you? They're angry and they're very annoyed. They're popping off and flying off. I mean, just constantly. Every little thing is just making this person fucking pop off. And they're so fucked up in their mind. They're so distracted. Having a hard time concentrating on the present because your thoughts are elsewhere. Yeah. And they know that they've talked a lot of shit and now they're trapped in their mind because they can't take it back. Too many people in this community know what the fuck's been said. Are you having trouble focusing on what you're doing? They were bragging about it's what I'm hearing. 1:09 exactly on the clock. Are you having trouble focusing on what you're doing because your mind keeps wandering? Do you feel like you're easily pulled away from what you're supposed to be doing? Are you feeling like you're not able to pay attention to important things like schoolwork or instructions? They have racing thoughts. There could even be bipolar tendencies going on here. Drawn here. A gambler. Got addictions. There's debt here. A risk taker of fate with fortune. Wanting a fortune. What do I need from these? parking lot. The school parking lot. School parking lot. Or parking garage. There could be children involved, or someone could just meet up in a school parking lot as like a, it's like a safe location to meet up and talk or something. Then elevator, transit between floors. Someone could meet in a parking lot and could meet up and be talking while they're in the elevator about going to school for something, about what they're going to write out. They're being taught and told what kind of story to tell. Communication, polishing up on something that's being communicated. Got a magician and a father here. Could be a spell, some kind of magic spell that was written out. A weaver of tales, a storyteller, a channeler of power, trying to manifest something. A father here who's the founder and the originator. They've been researching some kind of magic here. Researching something. They're studying something. Experimenting. The explorer of truth. They're experimenting and researching on how to be robotic and how to control someone. AI could be involved. On how to be on how to have precision with some kind of zombie undead thing with an infection. A precision with an infection. Researching how to precisely infect and resurrect something. Camouflaging. A shapeshifter. Could be meeting up for coffee with this person here to talk about how to put someone in their final resting place with the cemetery. We've got a whistleblower. We've got an undercover informant. Someone's in the hospital. We've got a hermit with a perilous realm in the hospital. A hermit here is an undercover informant. Could have met with someone in a hospital. Someone could work in the medical field. Someone could need medical care or have to go to a treatment center. Danger is lurking with ominous shadows and a treacherous path. A hermit's investigating this. Investigating these lost souls here. We've got a detective that's looking into this. Wow. Yeah, they're spying. We've definitely... Okay. They're connecting the pathways of what's going on with all these people. And the thoughts card's always my detective card. Communications about their thoughts. Their phones are hacked. This detective heard everything that's being said. And they've been trying to blame someone else because they were careless. Now they're terrified because they're actually going to go to prison because this detective here that's been an undercover informant, they know about everything that's going on with this plot here. And they were trying to distract the courts and keep something in limbo here so that they could pull this plot off here. And since they were feeling like they couldn't fully get away with keeping this great fortune and this gift here, resulting from the productivity of a great fortune, your beliefs about a house reverse, the cost of this message here, use the most direct way, telling this to a main male so that they can receive this unexpected income. And then a burial with a pervert over here. Burying a pervert who's in bad health. The resources to maintain this mature man and the practicality of the gift that they received, which was a great fortune. resulting from their productivity of this great fortune. And this main male got this great fortune, and there's definitely a house that was bought with this money. That was a gift of sudden wealth. And there's a mature man or a mature woman here that's also involved, that was in a relationship with this person, with this mature man and a mature woman. They were a couple, and they're both thieves, and they received sudden wealth when they received a message about this gift of this great fortune. And something serious is getting ready to change with these secrets coming out. And with the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Swords. We've got law enforcement here coming in. And this detective here has been spying and filling in the gaps. They've been bridging the gaps, connecting the pathways. An intelligent agent, an undercover intelligence agent. The truth is unveiled. This detective here, this hermit, he was definitely in my last reading. Someone could be in the hospital. They know about this death plot. So these people could even be getting ready to, one of these judgments in court could be an attempted implot here. Wow. And they're terrified because they have to face the community of their peers. This could be a jury trial. Communication about what they, like, why were you thinking of doing this? They're terrified because of how careless they were, running their fucking mouth. This person could even need a psych evaluation because they're talking crazy and they're out of their fucking mind. They're psychopathic. They have no remorse. They're evil. They don't care. As long as they're getting what they want for themselves, they don't care who they hurt, and they'll do whatever it takes by any means necessary. And they want it hidden. That this is how they roll. Coming after their fucking child. A father figure here, an uncle, whatever. And someone who works in the courts started looking into all of this because their phones were tapped. They could hear everything that they were thinking about doing and saying with the communications about their thoughts. This is always my detective card. Changing what is believed about. Oh, I didn't say that. I wasn't thinking that. I never said that. Yeah, the fuck you did. Yeah, you did. Blaming someone else because they don't want the impact to come back on them. And they're stressed out because they're being seen as a vengeful, vindictive motherfucker that's out for revenge. And they're going to go to prison. And they're stressed out because they're being seen as a thief for stealing this gift and this great fortune over here. Wow. Let's draw some names. Okay. No. Just because a name comes out doesn't mean that they're doing something bad. Please use your discernment, okay? Dominic, Devin, McKee, Bartlett, Malcolm, Levi, Caitlin, Michaela, Edwards, Eddie, Coleman, Gagne, Kenneth or Ken, Hunter, Felipe, Cody. This fell off. Winslow, Roger. Hearing Roger that. Connor, Barnett, Caleb, Graves, Newton, McKinney, Harris, Dallas, Caleb, Isaac, Monica, Sandra or Sandy, Shelley, Harmon, Monica, Victoria, Lowe, Caldwell, Dean, Edgar, Story, Zarowski. Wow. Bonnie, Joy, Felicity, Deborah, Bolton, Kirkland, Lindsay, Rachel, Anita, Calliope, Goodwin, Glover, Riviera, River, Lumen, Ariel, Austin, Ollie, Vera, Pearl, Janice, Linda, Joshua, Matthew or Matt, Strickland, Townsend, Roland, Hayden, Terry, Sheila. One just flipped. Bird, Wallace, Max, Davidson, Griffin, Clyde, we have Bonnie and Clyde, Pittman, Copeland, Hines, Baldwin, Carver, Caldwell, Allison or Allie, Betty, Graham, Ford, or a Ford truck, or like a Ford vehicle could be significant even. That wants to come off. Thought one flipped, but it didn't. Liam. Wow, Liam. That's wild. Jacob. Noah. Amy. Rachel. I made so many, there's definitely doubles in here. Reuben. Avery. It's hard to remember whenever you have this many written down. Margaret. Ruth. Kendra. Robin. Missy. Phyllis. Brown, Harris, Shelton, Horton, Huff, Norton, Shipley, Pierce, Sergio, Donovan, Jake, Mason, Jasper, Eli. Abraham, Emma, Sophia, Cooper, Ian, Isaiah, Fultz, Bennett, Gwendolyn, Genevieve, Marie, Jill, Barker, Barnes, Eva, Nina, Dave or Davis, Kent, Ronald or Ron, Sonny, Lawson, Thomas or Tom, Hanson, Burke, Potter, Goodwin. Lyle, Dolly, Bonnie, Veronica, Pearson, Holland, Parker, Carter, Shepard, William, Bill, Kyle, Andrew, Henderson, Hill, Brett, Keegan. Okay. All right, guys. So this is going to be our rating. You just take this how it resonates. Just be vigilant. Don't let any someone come back from the past, and they could be trying to even send someone toward you that's new, that you've never met yet, and just be very careful. And if something seems to be too good to be true, trust your intuition. All right, I hope that you'll please hit that like and subscribe button for me. Thank you guys so much. I love you, collective. Thank you for all that you do with watching my content. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for your sweet comments, Evie Pooh, and I love you guys. Bye, collective.